I find that my inspiration comes much more from things that I read than things that I watch. I'll never forget reading the book Compassion Fatigue and developing an understanding about why some stories in the world get covered and other stories simply get ignored. And it really changed the way that I view or approach any story on an international subject. And I remember just beginning to recognize the imbalance of it all and the sensationalism that's often attached to international stories and thinking there just has to be a better way. The concept of compassion fatigue is really well known in the world of philanthropy. It's a dulled sensitivity to crisis over time. And in her book, Susan Moeller, for the first time, attaches this description to viewers. The idea being that viewers get snapshots from the world's, hotspots, some of them anyway. And over time, being barraged with these images, begin to feel helpless against this constant stream of war, famine, disease, and death. But the truth is that viewers, we need to connect to stories because when we do, it helps to circumvent feelings of helplessness, that we're helpless, or feelings that the world is hopeless. And that's what I want to do. I want to help people connect, help them connect to stories. September 11th has really come to define America's timeline, and in many ways, the world's timeline. It's before 9/11 and after 9/11. And with that has come a lot of conversation about whether or not Islam and the West are heading toward this inevitable clash of civilizations. And so much of the talk centers on radical fringe elements who right now are defining the political, cultural, religious struggle. And how are we supposed to understand our sameness in this us versus them environment? And I believe Susan Reddick and Patty Quigley help us to do that. Right now, the war on terror is being defined ultimately by world governments. But, there's another story out there, and it's Susan and Patty's story. And it's a powerful affirmation of the power of the individual.